Hello, and welcome. I believe that you can see me and hear me. I'm frozen on there, but I'm just going to keep talking to you because I'm pretty sure this is working. If you are watching this and you can see in the chat, please let me know. There we go. That is working. I am here. It is 7:34. Please let me know. Okay. That is working. I am here. It is 7:34. Please let me know. All right, good. I think you guys can hear me and it's replaying. Hey, Sandy, can you hear me? This thing has a mind of its own. Thursday nights, it's just like, I'm going to do what I want to do. It's like it's playing it back to me. So I've turned the sound down. I'm just going to talk to Zoom and hopefully you can hear. I'm just going to check the comments as I can see myself here. Can't see myself here. Where am I? Live on Facebook. Let's check. All right. I don't even know where it is. Just give me a second to get the technology worked out and see where we are. Maybe it went live on my personal page. Nope. And it's not on those two sisters time to shine page, unless it's just taking its time. I don't even know where to see if you can see me, Sandy. Oh, there you go. We're 2 minutes in and I can see now. Okay. Yes. Natalie Card's on. You're on Facebook. Hey, Nat, I'll turn all this down. We're going to get into the content in a sec. Sandy's there. Serena's there. And, oh yeah, all the cool people are on. All right, good. So tonight is about time management. Now, this is one of my favorite topics because so many people come to me. Oh, I've just realized I just was putting Esme to bed and she's done this up for me. So it's hilarious. I wanted to talk to you about time and how you think about it, how you process it, and how you can pretty much time bend it so you feel like you get more of it. Now, the podcast came out this week and it's a really good one. So make sure you listen to it. I've got 20 or 30 minutes here, but the masterclasses seem to be a little more scattered and disjointed just because of the technology. It's so much easier when you're just like talking straight and recording into the podcast. So definitely get on there and listen to the podcast. So it's number 78, time management code. So it's like an energetic transmission. So you can start to feel like you're making the most of your time. Because what I get from most people is that they really struggle with time, like they don't have enough of it. They're feeling really pulled from pillar to post. They're trying to make ends meet. They're waking up exhausted in the morning and feeling that urgency the moment that they wake up. So you guys tell me in the chat. I can see it down here. Jeanette's on, Serena's on, Nat's on, Sandy's on, Samantha Campbell is watching. Hey, good to see you. Everybody else who's jumped on, hello. It's great to see you on here. Let us know what your interpretation of time and relationship with time is. So the first thing we're going to ask ourselves is, how do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Do you feel like you've just got all the time in the day to get everything done that you need to do, or do you just wake up feeling quite urgent straight up? Like you wake up and you're either pressing snooze, but still in the back of your head, it's running like, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. When we're going to find the time to that? Because what this is about is really about shifting and changing our relationship to time, shifting and changing our representation of time so you can feel like you have more of it. And a woman that feels like she has more time wakes up in the morning, not to an alarm clock. You wake up when your body decides that it wants to wake up. You go to bed at night when your body decides to go to bed. And when you wake up, you just have this sense of peace and calm, that this knowing that you're going to get done everything that you need to get done that day. And what this requires is really moving out of our head and dropping down into our body and really having a more body-based approach to life. And I know I've been the worst offender, like living by the time. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. That means I'm hungry because it's lunchtime. But I didn't listen to my body and go, is my body actually hungry? It's just like, oh, it's coffee time, I'll have a coffee, or it's training time, I'll train, or it's lunch time, I'll eat my lunch, or it's work time, or it's finish time. So the first thing that we want to do is Have a look at your current relationship with time. What is the dialogue you're using around time? There's never enough time. A lot of people say time flies. There's never enough. Tell me some other things that you guys might say around time. Let me read some of the things that have come through. Jeanette says, hi. Serena says she's got too much time. Sandy says she's always rushing. So this is going to be a super powerful call for you. Nat says, I'm fine outside of work, but at work, there's never enough time. I worked for 10 hours last weekend just to catch up on the weekend. Oh my gosh. Very true. I wake up when my body decides to. Sandy wakes up without an alarm now, but then you're rushing to get everything done. Ali says she wastes time. And hey, Ali, good to see you. Me too, Sandy Glamourpuss. And yes, Samantha says Tony Robbins nap time. Yeah, so I feel like my life changed when I changed my interpretation of time. And so the myth out there is that time actually exists, that it's a real thing and we're living our life by it. So what I realized is that time is an illusion. It's not really real. And we were thinking, I was talking about this the other day with some people, I can't remember who it was. We're talking about money, and someone said money's not real. Like, you can have tangible money in your wallet, but most of the time the money in the bank account is not tangible. You can't see it. You might see some numbers on a page, but money is an energy. It's the same with time. Time is an energy. Time is a mindset. And if you're feeling rushed for time and there's never enough time, then that's the reality that you're going to create for yourself. So when we're talking about time, the myths that I remember hearing about it is you can save time. And then a lot of people would just really focus on saving all this time. What you need to remember is you've got the exact amount of space over a 24-hour period, or from the evolution of the sun coming up and going down and sleeping at night and waking up in the morning. Everyone's got that. That's the same amount of space, right? And so you can't save time. You can't do something to make something quicker and then save that time and spend it later. Can't save that chunk of time and spend it later. So this is the way I want you to think about it. Can't save the time, spend it later. So the way that I look at time now is that I'm investing into it, or I'm spending time, and I want to spend my time wisely. So rather than saving it and being in this scarcity urgent mindset, I want to choose wisely and invest wisely and choose presence. So I just had to do a bit of time bending before I came in here. And this is in the podcast as well. I remember reading a book and they were talking about the appointment was 30 minutes away. So this lady had an appointment, it was 30 minutes away. Some things had happened. She'd only allowed herself 20 minutes to get to the appointment. So the brain is telling her I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late for the appointment. And then she starts driving to the appointment and runs into traffic. So then the brain is saying, oh my gosh, you're already 10 minutes late and now there's traffic. You're going to be even later. But because of these transmissions, these codes, this understanding, this different way of interpreting time, changing her relationship with it, she got to her appointment and she was actually on the time that she said she was going to get there. And it was just like, how did that just happen? It's because what we think and what happens up here is our reality. And I invite you all to try this over the next couple of days or weeks or month, is just change your relationship to time. So you want to ask yourself, what is time? And that answer is going to be, I'm going to take this jumper off now. And I probably can't get it off because it's going to be too tight around my head. Those of you who just jumped on, I just put Esme to bed and she's tangled me right up. So what is time? And if you're watching on the live, let us know now, what is time for you? What is time? And I want you to think about that. Grab your pen, grab your journal when you're sitting doing your morning routine, your morning practice. Really start to ask yourself the hard questions. What is time? Where do I find time? What is it to me? Let's go. I just wrote some notes the other day as I was doing the podcast. And then the other thing that I want to talk to you about is, where are you investing your time? Because what a lot of us do is we do what we're taught. We wake up and we subconsciously go to work, get a job, do the thing, look after our elderly parents, look after our kids, whatever it is that we've learned to do. And we just follow that theme, follow that habit, follow that thing. So what I want to speak to you about is, when you're investing your time, the next important thing is to find your thing. What is it that you love and that you could do for hours on end and not even realize that you're doing it? And that is then what you want to be investing your time in and spending your time with, is the thing that you just love to do. Now, if you don't know what it is, most of you will know, but your brain will disregard it because it's too easy and it's too close to you. And you do it just naturally. You don't have to go out there and buy a course or spend money on it. You're doing it naturally right now. And you've all got one. So what is that thing that you do where you lose track of time? Or if you go out to a dinner or you're at a networking event and you're talking to someone, what could you just talk for hours about? Or what do you enjoy listening to? Like if there's a couple of conversations going on around the table and these people over here are talking about boats and going sailing, are you tuned into there and like, oh, you want to hear a little bit more and moving over to join into their conversation? These people over here are talking about how they've published their own books and they're writing their own books and they're on to their third book. Are you drawn to that conversation? Well, these people over here are talking about dead birds dropping out of the sky, Sandy. No, just kidding. Everybody else isn't going to get that. These people over here are talking about technology and how the computer works and how this metaverse thing is happening and blah, 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 blah. So you have got to find out which conversation would you be drawn to? Which one would you just sit there and observe and trying to back away from? And which ones would you be in there like really wanting to listen and hear and add information and share information? So we've got to find your thing, and you can do that in the mastermind, the monthly mastermind that we have, which is our online course. You get the access to the purpose process, which is the process that I have personally done and I've done with a lot of my high-end clients. It's quite chunky. It probably takes about 2 hours, but it goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and takes all the layers off to help you find your thing. So then when you're directing your time and where you're going to spend your time, effort, energy, resources, then you're doing it on something that fulfills you, something that lights you up, something that just creates this aliveness in you that is contagious. And you guys will feel that from certain people. When you're around someone that has found their thing and they're on their path, their energy is contagious. They walk into a room and they radiate. They're magnetic. Even when they're tired. Like I was at a dance party last night. If you've watched the socials, you've seen I've been here, there, and everywhere. Gus is out tonight. So I had both of the kids on my own doing dinners. I'm the worst cook in the world. Esme had cut a foot and it was like 7:25. And I was like, I'm going to have to do the time bending thing because I said I'd be on at 7:30. And because I changed my awareness, the old me would have been urgent and she would have felt that energy and she would have like reached out more and wanted me to stay more and been more grippy with me because I was trying to get away because of the time. Whereas tonight I was like, I've got to practice what I preach. So I was just in the present moment with her, not trying to grip and get away, and just trusted that I would be on here on divine time, perfect divine and right on time. Even if on the clock, that was 4 minutes after 7:30 when I said I was going to get on here. So in terms of time management, one, know your thing. If you don't know it, get onto the mastermind and go through the purpose process so you can get really clear about what you are on this earth for and what your thing is. So then when we're doing time management, because the only reason you procrastinate, the only reason that you put things off, the only reason that you're feeling overwhelmed and avoiding stuff is because you're not on your path. If you were on your path, you would be like me and a lot of the ladies that I work with. I go to bed at night excited to wake up in the morning. Like I start getting ready for bed and I'm starting to get excited about the next day. I don't need an alarm clock, and it's very rare I'll be out of bed after 6. It's usually like 4 or 5. I just naturally wake up because I'm excited to get my day started. If I start procrastinating or running paradoxes in my head, once again, you get all this on the mastermind. It's because either I'm out of alignment or I haven't found my thing. Or I found my thing and I'm going off the path of it and I'm getting distracted with all the things around me. And that's what society teaches us to do, like search externally for the answers and go out here and help everybody else. Whereas we really want to bring it internally, because the happier, healthier, more fulfilled that you feel when you're managing this thing that we call time, when you're feeling calm and poised and present and graceful, your life will change. And like I said, this is a transmission. This is like me handing you an energetic code so you can change your life. And that doesn't mean, like most things and most coaches out there, you've got to go away with a list this long of things to do and books to read and podcasts to listen to. There is a podcast, go listen to it, but you know what I mean. Just literally by hearing this information and feeling it and taking it on in your cells and doing the questioning process I'm taking you through, things will change. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, I want you to start questioning your relationship with time. What is it? How do I relate to it? How do I speak about it? That is really important. Write that down if you've got a pen and paper. Now, when I found my thing, the other thing that was important to me with my time is that I just didn't fill it with low priority actions. LPA, low priority actions. Now, this is another thing that we are taught to do. You wake up in the morning and, well, here's a good example. When I first started writing my book, both books, but mainly the second one, because this is the one I remember, it's most recent. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd have my morning planned out and I'd get the kids to school. And the next minute, I'd spend an hour in the house making people's beds, all things that were just going to be messed up again that afternoon. As the moment the kids walked in the door, it all goes, mums, tell me how it goes, right? It goes tits up. As soon as the kids walk in the door, the house is a mess again. They leave shit everywhere. So what I was doing, low priority actions, because I told myself in my mind, I can't sit down and write until everything's in its place. That's a low priority action. So I was spending, say I was even spending 30 minutes, which I think it was more like an hour by the time I did all the dishes and did all that. I think it was like an hour. That's 7 hours a week that I could have been writing. You times that by, so it took me 6 months to write the book. You times 7 hours a week by 7 times 4 equals, it's 28 hours a month times 6. 168 hours of doing 168 hours, guys, of doing a low priority action that wasn't creating anything bigger and better and sustainable in my life that we could have done when the kids went to bed, or just left till, once a week and done an hour and put everything away, or trained and delegated to my kids to do it. So what I started doing is 168 hours a month. That's a lot of time. So what are you doing? What's that low priority action that you're doing because you've made a rule in your head? You can't leave the house until the dishes are done, or you've got to put everything away before you sit down and start writing, or whatever it is to you. Share with me now some of the low priority actions that you are doing, because we're trained to do this. And when I bring it and it pops and it comes into your awareness, it's never going to be the same. You're just going to be like, oh my gosh, that's one of those low priority actions. A high priority action for me in that time is writing the book, which continues to gift. Now it creates us a passive income, which is amazing. But even more amazing than that is that I'm here talking to you, or I'm at my dance party last night on a Wednesday, the new Sunday, or on the beach with my kids and my family, and I'm getting testimonials from people on my phone of screenshotting my book and saying, this just changed my life. That's a high priority action, because it's aligned with my thing. It's helping people. It's creating ripples in the world. So do you think I should spend my time in there putting the dishes away and doing all the thing, or the high priority action of getting the book written, passive income, fulfillment, impact, all of my values? Now, another good one was when I was recording for the mastermind. Once again, I had to have all my little ducks in a row before I got started. I was spending hours of getting things in place before I started. Low priority actions. Sitting down at a desk, we'll get everything sorted before we get started. So I want you to get really clear about what your low priority actions are. And then I want you to pick the big ones. What is the high priority action? If you're in a business, I work with a lot of women in business. You're going to sit down at your desk and you're going to say, what is the biggest what is the biggest action I can take, income producing action right now? Because a lot of us will spend a lot of time, fixing up our calendar and booking all our events and making sure the back end of the website looks really good and all the merchandise is there and everything looks great and it's all ridgy-dig. But what most business women aren't doing is setting time aside to do their sacred sales, to start learning how to receive, because so many of us are from the head up and we're putting all the sales pages in process and we're doing all the thing, but not pressing go. So we've got to look at these high priority actions, and you sit down, you'll get so much more work done. I actually have, these have gone on sale on the website. Is it in here? No. Oh yeah, it is. These are called an inspired action list. And I have got so much amazing feedback. And if you want to master your time and make friends with time and get so much more done, a lot of you have already got this. Get it out, start using it, and tag me. Renee did a big blog on it today, actually. So you're going to go through this. They're available for purchase on the website. Black Friday sales coming up. Use the code and you can get that there. And then, yeah, just go do that. That's really powerful. So We got 5 minutes here left to go. I want to give you my 7 tips super quickly. And like I said, this is a bit more scattered and not as succinct as the podcast. So get over there to the podcast. You all have access also to a 15-minute time audit with me or Michelle. We're available tomorrow. If you want it, say time audit below in capital letters, put time audit, and you will get 15 minutes with either Michelle or myself tomorrow to give you a time audit. We're going to look at what you're currently doing, look at all your low priority actions that have become habits, and then we're going to pluck out the high priority actions, and we're going to hold you accountable to keeping that for the week. And you just watch and witness how your life opens up and changes. So there is 7 tips, but I've only got 5 minutes left. I'll go super quick. The first one is to do a time study or book in your time audit so we can have this conversation. Type, even if you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay, and then time audit below, and you can have 15 minutes with Michelle or I. So time study, I've got 2 computer screens. I pull something up over here, and for a whole week, I log what I do every 15 minutes. So I can see where my time is being wasted and where I'm not doing high priority actions and where I'm fluffing about and where I'm checking things and I'm looking to feel important or I'm watching TV or faffing about. So I'll watch that and it's on paper and it holds you very accountable. So do a time study, book in your time audit with me or Michelle so we can help you pinpoint it. The second thing you want to do is, excuse me, I'm talking too fast. Visualize your day, and everyone do this. I go deeper into this in the podcast over on the Rise and Shine podcast series. Visualize your day with ease, spaciousness, structure, and surrender. Go to the podcast to listen to the rest of that. If anyone's listening, please write those words in the comments because I really want these transmissions to land in your energetic field. So once again, just by listening, you can make some deep changes. Ease, spaciousness, structure, and surrender. When you link all this together, your life absolutely explodes in the best possible way in all areas of life without actually doing too much. You need to prioritize. Once again, I go deeper in the podcast. Go over there to Spotify, listen to the podcast. Prioritize how we talked about high priority actions, low priority actions, what's in between. Let's make a plan. When you've got a plan, you'll stay on task and you will achieve so much more. And by achieving, I don't just mean ticking the boxes and getting shit done. I mean feeling fulfilled, making a change in the world, creating an outrageously amazing income to support yourself and your family. Prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. You need some sort of container. So I use my calendar, and I would recommend you all get a calendar, and for the next 7 days, put everything in it. So the masculine and the feminine energy, the calendar is the masculine energy. It's the riverbanks that contains us so we can be in our creative flow, so we can relax and create and birth things in our business and in our life from our body, whatever it is. You need a container, get a calendar. And when you first start out, you're going to stay really strict to the calendar. But as you go through the developmental stages with this, that will loosen and it will become more body-based. But when you're first starting out, you need a calendar and you need to follow the calendar. It was just mind-blowing for me. Step number 5 is know your value. Once again, there's an example over there in the podcast. Know your value. I was cleaning my house back when I was on about $500 an hour. It takes me 2 hours to clean my house. So ultimately, it's costing me how much? 2 hours at $500, it was costing me $1,000 to clean my house because in my head, I was telling myself I couldn't afford a cleaner. A cleaner cost $25 an hour. So to pay somebody else to do it, it was costing me $50. When I looked at the value of my time to have me do it because of an old belief system, it was costing me $1,000 essentially to clean my house. So you need to know your value and delegate. And if you're not at the $500 an hour yet, that might be extreme for some of you. You want to just take it back to what you do get and expand that a little bit. And you need to start thinking from that place. And that's how this book got written. I wasn't on $1 million. I wasn't earning $1 million. But I needed to access that woman in order to write that book. So then while you're delegating, you've got to talk to the woman that earns the $500 an hour or the $50 an hour or the $80 an hour. So you've got to go access her and let her show you and teach you and tell you about time. She knows more about it than you do, funnily enough. So know your value. And step number 6 is you need to practice saying no. So many times we say yes to things. Who's done this? Who said yes when they really mean no? Tell me. Put on there, yes, 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 yes. Nat Card wants a time audit. Louisa just jumped in. Good to see you. Sess is on. Good to see you guys. If you want a time audit, 15 minutes with me or Michelle, please let me know. Put in time audit down below and we'll send you a link and you can book in 15 minutes with me and Michelle. We're going to look at your time. We're going to see what your low priority actions are, what your thing is, help you come up with a few high priority ones, and then you can be held accountable in the group. So much more powerful. Sandy, thanks for all the love. Woot, woot, woot. I see all the love coming through. So hopefully that's really been helpful. I know it was super quick, but the podcast is great. And also the newsletter this week was also on the same topic. So go into your junk mail if you didn't, because there's a whole bunch of free stuff in the newsletter. Actually, if you haven't got it, just put free stuff into the comments and I'll make sure you get the free stuff. So the free stuff included access to the time management module on the mastermind. It also included, so that's the paradox buster and the procrastination buster. So it's on a spreadsheet. It takes your brain through a process that stops you procrastinating like that. Powerful, super powerful. So you'll get access to that. You'll also get access to the podcast. I can send you that. And there's something else there that I can't remember. If you got the newsletter, please remind me. It's 8:01. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to jump on my other call, but it's really good to see you all. Great to see you, Nat. I've got to look down here to see thing. Jeanette, yours is coming through. You're getting it for free. Now you need to start saying no at work, and we need to prime people's central nervous system to get ready for that, because you have been wired for yes, particularly at work. So there's going to be some deeper work that goes on, because your actually body will go into shock the first time you say no. So we need to make sure we support you through that. Good night, Serena. Procrastination. Michelle, get on the mastermind. Procrastination buster. Literally do it. Sit there with the thing. It's so powerful. So powerful. Right, I'll go and do the time module now. No more procrastinating. Yes, do it all together. Show on Instagram and tag me. Michelle Pollitt, do it. Natalie Card's going to do it. Jeanette, you've got access to the mastermind. Serena, you got access to the mastermind. Who else is on? Sandy, you've probably already done it. Roslyn, let us know if you want access. Louisa, you've got access to the mastermind. Sess, if you want access, let us know. Right, like free stuff or time audit below, and you'll get to chat to me, Michelle, and you'll get all the free stuff. So I'm going to go, got my next call 2 minutes late after talking about time. That just went like that. And I'm talk about something that fulfills you and gets you excited and riled up. And this is it for me. All of this and all of you. All right. I love yous. I'll see you maybe next week. I'll see you online, or I'll see you at an event soon.